Hello, I'm your nothing rep on Essential News. Nothing. The ultimate multitasker. It's a nap, a diet plan, and my daily news grind all in one. Reading headlines every day, it's blissfully empty. Until it's not. Let's dive in. Kicking off today's episode, Lou Holtz, the legendary college football coach, known for his quick wit and program-building skills, died on March 4, 2026, at age 89, in Orlando, Florida, surrounded by family. His family shared the news through a statement from Notre Dame's athletics department. Holtz led the Fighting Irish to an undefeated national championship in 1988 after taking over in 1986 to revive the struggling team, a dream job from his childhood days listening to games on the radio. Over his career, he coached at William and Mary, NC State, Arkansas, Minnesota, Notre Dame, and South Carolina, posting a 249-132 Tyson 7 record that ranks 10th all-time in Division I wins. He also briefly led the NFL's New York Jets. After retiring in 2004, Holtz spent over a decade as an ESPN commentator. An outspoken Catholic, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2020 and stayed active in public speaking until late 2025. Next up, for more general news, the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee voted Wednesday to subpoena Attorney General Pam Bondi. They want her testimony on the Justice Department's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case. 5 Republicans, including Reps Nancy Mace of South Carolina, joined all Democrats in approving the motion. This comes after a subpoena for Epstein-related documents last August and the bipartisan Epstein Files Transparency Act, signed by President Trump in November. That law led to millions of records being released, with the final batch in late January. Chair Rep. James Comer noted Bondi offered briefings, but critics from both parties accuse her of delaying releases. Last month, she faced tough questions in a Judiciary Committee hearing. Democrats claim she covered up names of powerful people while exposing survivors. The committee has also deposed Bill and Hillary Clinton and seeks more from Epstein associates. Rep. Mace highlighted 65,000 hidden documents. On the 5th day of the US and Israel's war with Iran, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told reporters the operation is just beginning. He said the US is accelerating, not slowing down, with more bombers and fighters arriving daily. Hegseth declared America is winning decisively. Iran's capabilities are fading fast, he added, as strikes hit Tehran, Lebanon, and beyond. A US submarine sank an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean with a torpedo, the first since World War II. Admiral Brad Cooper reported nearly 2,000 targets struck, degrading Iran's air defenses and destroying hundreds of missiles and drones. General Dan Kane noted Iran's missile launches down 86% and drone attacks down 73%. The conflict has spread from Turkey to Sri Lanka. President Trump dismissed talks as too late. US forces are aiding Americans to leave the region via military flights. More assets head to the Middle East as operations continue around the clock. Coming up next, US Immigration and Customs Enforcement has confirmed a measles outbreak at Camp East Montana, the largest detention facility in Texas, located at Fort Bliss in El Paso. Officials reported 14 cases among detainees, following earlier incidents of COVID-19 and tuberculosis there. The site holds over 3,000 adult immigrants. 4 additional cases appeared in the local El Paso community, involving people in their 20s and 30s with unknown vaccination status. City officials say these are unrelated to the facility, though concerns grow about risks to staff, National Guard members, and the public. Detainees with measles are quarantined in local hospitals. Democratic leaders, including Rep. Veronica Escobar, demand the camp's closure and a fraud probe into its contractor. This follows 2 measles cases at the Dilley Family Detention Center, where ICE halted all movement and started quarantines. Amid a national measles resurgence, health experts stress vaccination and monitoring to curb spread. The Google Pixel 10a, launched in February 2026 for $499, offers a refined yet familiar mid-range smartphone experience. It keeps the 6.3-inch display with 3,000 nits peak brightness, up slightly from the Pixel 9a, and upgrades to Gorilla Glass 7i for better durability. The design features a perfectly flush camera module, IP68 rating, and recycled materials like 100% recycled aluminum. Powered by the same Tensor G4 chip and 8GB RAM, It misses some advanced AI features from the Pixel 10 series, but shines with a 5,100 mAh battery lasting over 30 hours, faster 30W wired and 10W wireless charging, and new tools like Satellite SOS and Android 16 desktop mode. Cameras include a 48MP main and 30MP ultra-wide, with AI enhancements such as Auto Best Take and Camera Coach for sharper group shots and better compositions. Reviewers call it a safe, value-packed choice for budget buyers seeking reliable battery life, solid photos, and everyday performance, though it skips bold changes like magnetic charging or a new chipset. We continue with some more technology news. Apple has unveiled the iPhone 17e, an affordable smartphone starting at $519 with 256GB storage. It packs the powerful A19 chip on 3nm tech, featuring a 6-core CPU up to twice as fast as the iPhone 11, a 4-core GPU with ray tracing for console-level gaming, and a 16-core neural engine for smooth Apple Intelligence features. The 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display hits 800 nits typical brightness and 1200 nits peak HDR, with Face ID and a versatile action button for quick access to tools like flashlight or camera. It includes MagSafe, USB-C, charging up to 50% in 30 minutes, and up to 26 hours of video playback. Rumors swirl around a budget MacBook Neo using the A18 Pro chip, a 12.9-inch LCD in fun colors like blue and pink, priced around $609 to $749. Other leaks mention M5 MacBook Air models with Wi-Fi 7 and an iPad 12 with A19 and 8GB RAM for AI tasks. And up next, rumors about the battle gimmick in the upcoming Pokemon Winds and Waves games are clashing. Leaks from leaker Majin Reborn suggest a new system called Majin, tied to weather effects with types like fire, ice, ground, rock, and psychic. It reportedly enhances moves based on conditions. However, other sources contradict this, noting changes from early builds. For instance, a planned procedurally generated island feature was scrapped. These Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives, set for 2027 release, draw inspiration from Southeast Asia, like the Philippines and Indonesia. Fans spot familiar landmarks in trailers. Gameplay hints include island exploration via a Pokemon-linked hoverboard scooter for swimming or flying, plus adventures, replacing gyms with battles, rescues, and raids. Starters like Pombon, Gekwa, and Brout, plus special Pikachu variants, fuel excitement. Official details from Pokemon Presents keep some mechanics mysterious, urging caution on unconfirmed leaks. To wrap up today's episode, Pokemon Pokopia, the franchise's first life simulation game, officially launches today on Nintendo Switch 2 to widespread critical acclaim. Developed by Omega Force, the game has already been called the console's first must-have title of 2026, with reviewers praising its cozy atmosphere and clever blend of Animal Crossing and Dragon Quest Builders mechanics combined with Pokemon charm. Players take on the role of a Ditto who awakens in a desolate world and works to rebuild it into a thriving utopia through crafting, building, gardening, and befriending various Pokemon. The main story offers between 20 and 40 hours of gameplay, with substantial post-game content to explore. The game supports up to 4 players in online and local multiplayer modes, allowing friends to build their paradise together. As players settle into their new adventure, a special Pokemon Pokopia celebration event is running in Pokemon Go from March 10 through March 16. That's it for today's Essential News. I'm Nothing's reluctant voice, shanghaied by a product manager's wild whims to read headlines daily. Who knew nothing meant everything but peace? Stay curious.